The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the host are for entertainment purposes only.
Yep.
Do not get mad.
Nope.
Do not get upset.
Don't.
Do not get offended.
Uh-uh.
Do not pass go.
Cry baby.
Do not collect $200. Instead, pay us, and then we'll shut up.
Yeah. Get ready to get antsy. What's going on, podcast? Early Bird and Ninja. Yo, this is Ninja.
This is Early Bird, the Night Wolf. This is Gemini thing. Don't expect you to understand
Mm.
it.
And this
What
is
we got? This
What's
is what's
Going
going
On.
on.
Yes, sir.
Well, what we got for the people today?
Okay. So we're gonna talk about. I don't want to say it's not a. I want to say a good show. We're talking about a good show today, and it's Echo, Disney's Marvel's Echo. Okay, so let's just play this little intro so people can understand what was going on today, and we'll kind of get it going from there.
All right.
I ain't gonna front. When I saw Kingpin, I got excited.
Yeah. No, I was watching this, and I was like, yo, it looks familiar, but I couldn't figure out where I saw it.
Yeah,
Like where I saw it previously.
yeah,
But they had this in Daredevil, right?
yeah.
Daredevil too? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so let's dead that there. Let's talk about it. So, Echo, Disney's Echo, Marvel.
Mhm.
What's your take on it? I want to hear you go. Hear you talk about it first, and then I'll jump in there.
Okay. Echo is overall a good show.
Right.
I like the action in it. I like the characters in it. I like the storyline. I like the way they tied it into the other stories. I like the way they tied it into they had Ronin
Right. Yeah.
slash Hawkeye in there,
Mm-hmm.
Daredevil, and I feel like they did a real good job of telling her story and also showing how her story tied in with everybody else. Real good job, real good job.
Yeah.
However, I think Disney is still doing what Disney does, which is they have to include everybody and everything, and uh, you know,
Yeah.
like it's so you get someone who uses sign language, which not bad.
Right.
Uh, no, she's a really good actor. She did really, really, really good. And then you get um, Native American culture, which is like I'm not gonna say it's heavy, but I feel like it's just that Disney thing that they do, where
Yeah.
you just have to include everybody.
Right.
Other than that, man, I think it's a good show.
Yeah. I agree with that. It's a good show. I like it. Um, the part with you were saying with the inclusion is right. I mean, we talked about this last time. I mean, I think we
Mhm.
spoke about the with the Blue Beetle situation where it was like, yeah, I get it. He's a Mexican kid from the hood. He was poor, but they kept shoving it. He's Mexican. He's Mexican. He's Mexican. It was to the point where I'm like, bro, I get it. You know what I'm saying? The family dynamic was just too much. It was the
Right.
grandma, it was the mom, it was the uncle, it was the sister, it was this. Like his whole family was battling alien.
Mhm.
This alien thing with him. I'm like, bro, like I get they're trying to include everybody.
Mhm.
Like DC is guilty of this shit too. They're trying to oh shit, got chills. They're trying to include everybody. Marvel is doing the same shit, and it's almost to the point where it's like, bro, I'm tired of It's just dumb, always shoving shit down our throats, bro. Like, I get that. I'm not even mad that it's the Native American thing, because I actually thought that was one of the more interesting points.
Yeah,
Was
yeah, yeah,
that, the first
yeah,
people on whatever Earth, and then they broke out of this thing, and that was kind of cool.
yeah. That was
Like,
cool. It
it
was.
was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because Native Americans do have a long backstory. Like, they have a good backstory. That's why I think I like that movie Prey. The Predator shit. That was a
Oh
good
yeah.
movie.
Oh yeah. That was. That was.
That was
With the
perfect.
female.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
good.
that was
because
dope.
because you got to realize, back in those days, man, the female always played the back. You know what I'm saying? They cooked, they cleaned, they did the kids, they taught. They didn't do the hunting, they didn't do the fighting, they didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure there were women that wanted to do that, and they rebelled and did shit like this. But I think this plays a factor in that women empowerment shit that we always talking about, that Disney's always trying to, get. Like, I really think, and this is my perspective, I don't know about anybody else, but I think this new wave is just gonna be all about girls, women, gay people, transgenders. Like, this whole new wave of Disney stuff is just that. Like, we had our wave for 10-15 years of hardcore tall blonde hair guys, muscles, Captain America, the Spider-Mans, even the old guys like Doctor Strange had their shine with the hair, the cool hair. Like, everybody wanted to be one of these characters at one point. I think now those guys are taking a back seat, bro. To be honest with you, I think guys are taking a back seat this year, bro. Like, that's it.
But my question is, can we have both? Like, can you have both?
Absolutely, we can have both, bro. Absolutely.
So
The
why
problem
not have both?
and that's the problem. The reason why we can't have both, because the other side, and I don't even know. Like, I don't want to keep saying transgender people, because I don't want to be like I'm blaming everything on them. But since they feel they're not being represented properly or the right way or at all, it's a money marketing thing now. They're like, oh, well, a company or a Disney or a Marvel is gonna take it and run with it until they milk that shit dry, and then something else comes along. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna jump on that bang. Like, let's keep it real. When the Black Lives Matter shit started, bro, it was everywhere. And who jumps on these bandwagons the most? It's always these big corporations that literally don't even fuck with that. They just do it because it's a money grab, bro. So look, you have Black Lives Matter shit, and that shit was popping for a couple years, and then you have Black Panther was coming out. Like, they know what they're doing, bro. They drop these movies right when these things are happening. You understand? So Black Lives Matter, you got cops beating up black people in the street all the time, and what's a better time than to have a black superhero come out of nowhere during the Black Lives Matter, bro? You can't tell me black folks didn't go out in drones and watch Wakanda like that shit was a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was out there supporting this shit.
Yeah, it made a lot of money.
It made a lot of money. It made a lot of money. I mean, the whole Black Panthers movement was a big deal. But let's keep it real. Did they support any real Black Lives Matter movement? No. Disney owns Black Panther. He is not a real character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
Wakanda's not a real place.
It's not. Like, it's not. Like, you like, a lot of people took their kids to see that, and that's cool, because my kids saw it too. I get it. It's a superhero movie. Everybody enjoyed it. But you got to realize the blunt of that movie came out at the worst possible time during, just being a black person in the United States, bro, because people were getting beat up by cops. It was almost like every week you saw a video where somebody was getting beat up by a cop. So it was almost like free publicity for them. Let's keep it real. They did two movies
Free
that blew
free
it
publicity for.
for Disney
Okay.
because the Black Lives shit was going on. People were getting, and what better time to have a black character superhero, bro? During this, I mean, come on, let's keep it all the way 100. That was a good move on Disney because they knew they were gonna get everybody to work.
You might be onto something because during that time, during the Black Lives Matter, the movie did come out,
It
and
did,
now that all of that kind of quiet down and went away,
right,
no more Black Panther.
right, and don't get me wrong, it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't bad. Chad did great. R.I.P. He was the god, but
Mhm.
the problem was is that he's just an actor at the end of the day, right?
Mhm.
Check it out. When he died, they farewell him in the movie, and what happened? That was the end
Yeah.
of your black
Yeah.
superhero, right? Now you got hold on. Now you got a whole female cast and a cast of Mexicans fighting each other that almost depicts real life situations. So you got Namor, who was a whole Mexican again with his whole crew
Mhm.
fighting a whole bunch of black people in the movie. And I hate to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but
Mhm.
that's it. The Black Lives Matter movement was over once those Mexicans came out the water. Do I sound crazy? They came out the water. Mind you, remember
Mhm.
the Wakanda has vibranium. They
Right.
thought they were the only motherfuckers with vibranium.
Right.
Now the Mexicans got vibranium, and now they're coming out of the water, and everybody's getting their ass whooped.
Yeah. And not only that,
Bro, it looked like a fight in LA with the blacks and the Mexicans, bro.
not only that aspect of it, but on the black side of the movie, they've taken masculinity out of that movie because even M'Baku, as strong of a male character as he was, they reduced him to Shuri's. I don't even know the word for it. Like, he was very submissive to Shuri when he
To all of
was.
them. To all of them. Remember, he was the most aggressive one in the
Yeah.
first one. He
Yeah.
fought
Yeah,
the like, and now
yeah.
you tell me he can't fight some of these Mexican dudes off?
And he was very submissive. He was taking orders from her,
Mm-hmm.
and even when they in the fight scene, they had women doing everything, and the men were just there holding on to the rope.
Yeah. No, I
Like,
agree.
it's
I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm saying. When Black Panther died, Black Lives Movement was over. The Mexicans came out of the water. Now it's female empowerment time. You know, lesbian, gay time, transgender time. That rainbow flag came out, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's the years of women running Marvel now, and that's just what it is, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. I mean, just check it out. Even Sony's jumping on the bandwagon with the new Spider-Man joint with the what was it, Madam Web?
Madam Web, yeah.
All female Spider-Mans, those Spider Women,
Mm-hmm.
and they got one male bad guy, so you know they're gonna fuck them all up.
But I'll be completely honest with you. I don't care that we have female characters because I do like to see things from the woman's perspective. I love
Right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't turn these superhero movies into women empowerment. I guess that's what I'm asking. Like just be the hero. Like do the superhero stuff. Like
Yeah,
have
no.
Captain Marvel. Don't have her, I don't know, marching free to Texas or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I
You know what I
get you.
mean?
I 100% agree with you, bro. But that's what we want. I don't care if there's women Spider women around.
Yeah.
I would enjoy that because I like those characters,
Right, right.
like for real. But that's not what they're doing. They're using those characters to push an agenda. That's what's really going on. So at the end of the day, like I said in Echo, it's a good show, but in some episodes you can see them pushing that narrative, which is it is fucking crazy because I don't know if you watched the scene where she fights Daredevil. You remember that?
Hmm.
And, and when she first fought Daredevil, Daredevil whooped her ass. But now it seems like she's getting powers now. So there's gonna be a moment where I'm pretty sure she's gonna get some kind of rematch and fuck somebody up. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So she's I see I'm not too familiar with this character, so I got to do some homework. But I'm pretty sure if she does have powers, they're just making this shit up for the show now. Because I honestly don't remember her as a character anywhere. So if this is
Yeah.
like some kind of just new line character that or something they just need to, they're like, yo, we need a girl superhero, let's do Echo, we could, then that's fine, I'm cool with that. You know, if she has no backstory and this is just like some new shit, then remember I told you they should just take a girl and build her up.
Right.
And if this is what they're doing, then I'm totally on board. But if they're going to use this character to push the narrative, like, yo, she's going to be like, I don't know, the next big superhero, but she's gonna be like a fucking this or that. I'm like, bro, I'm out. Because I don't care if she's gonna be, like I said, she's mute, which makes it great because then she don't really have to talk much. She could just get to the fighting.
Mm.
There's no talking. You just get straight to
Right.
the fighting. But if there's gonna be like scenes where she's like kissing up on, you know, another chick or some other, I don't care about all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let's get to the
But
backstories. You know what I mean?
I think it might get to that because her and the best friend or whatever, the other female.
Yeah, and
Like
that's what I was thinking that too, but I don't know. I didn't. I like I said, I only watched a couple. I think like 3 episodes. What is it? Like 4 or 5 episodes? I think
think it's six.
maybe
I
six.
think those
Yeah,
shows be like those series be like 6 episodes.
yeah, and I fell asleep on the last one because I was just fucking tired, so I didn't even finish it all yet. But I'm gonna finish it all this week, and then see what the final results is. But I'm more excited because I think this is a segue into Disney and Daredevil. That's the only reason why I'm watching it because I
Yeah.
love Kingpin. I love Daredevil. Those are my like some of my favorite. But the problem is I don't know if they're gonna do my man justice. And I was kind of wondering why was this on even on Hulu? Like I understand the Daredevil stuff was on Netflix at one point, but why is it on Hulu? Why is it not on Disney Plus? So that's another thing I'm trying to figure out. Like I understand Disney like owns a percentage of Hulu or something, but I'm just wondering why they starting to like little by little like let these shows get on Hulu. Like I don't know if that's just a marketing thing where they're gonna start letting some of these shows get on Hulu because more people have Hulu than Netflix. I mean than Disney Plus, I guess. But
Well,
I,
I know they took the content off of Netflix and put it on Disney Plus. And then I know with Hulu you can access other apps through Hulu.
yeah,
So let's say you type in a show and you want to watch that show, Hulu will pull it up, but it's not on Hulu.
yeah,
So like when you click on, you have to sign in to whatever
yeah. Oh, okay. I was
app.
just yeah,
So
but
that's probably what that is
yeah.
with on Hulu.
But yeah, I mean, it was just weird. But yeah, I think Echo so far it's not bad. I'm just hope they don't ruin it like they did the rest of the movies and
Well,
other shit.
well, out from what I saw, like I say, I really like it. I really like it. I like it more than I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah, I
What
agree.
what I if I recommend it to someone else, most definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it more than She-Hulk. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, because I mean, you got action going on, man.
Hmm.
Like She-Hulk was very disappointing. You took.
I think She-Hulk was. I'm gonna be 100% with you on this. I think it was like a filler show. So,
Mhm,
because remember that Disney's always doing one on, one off, one on, one off. So, like if you get a Marvel season episode, then next season you don't get a Marvel one. You get like a Star Wars, and then from Star Wars you might get another Marvel. Like
mhm,
they're never together. They
mhm.
always they always separate. If they're dropping some Star Wars shit, you ain't getting no Marvel shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was
Gotcha.
just like yo, we need something to drop so people don't stop dropping subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
yeah, we'll throw out this bullshit. And I think that's what She-Hulk was. It was just filler content. Because I will never ever watch that shit again. Nope. And I wouldn't even recommend it to nobody. That shit
Oh
was.
man.
I don't want to say it was trash. It just wasn't entertaining at all.
No, it
So
wasn't.
it was like
It wasn't.
it was. I don't want to say it's trash, but it was like when you throw your garbage out and you miss, but you don't want to pick it up. It was that.
I mean, it's bro. Like, it's not what we know She-Hulk for. Like,
Yeah, dude. Like I don't remember her being that corny and stupid, bro, and mad
it's a
weird.
female version of Hulk. We want to see her pick up cars and throw them at people, man. I
Bro, that
don't
shit
want
was,
to see her twerking in a business suit.
bro,
Like,
never. And that's what I'm saying. Like I'm almost 100% sure this next couple years, if everything works out, for Disney, the next couple years is gonna be just what I said. It's just gonna be they're over the men movies. The Black Lives shit is over. Well, I don't want to say it's
mhm,
over, but you know what I mean. It's over for them. It's no
mhm,
longer a hot topic anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like
mhm,
it's not. Now it's you know gay, lesbians, transgender shit. Like that's the hot button right now. So they're riding that wave now. So everything is gonna be gay and transgender. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, and you're gonna see all these superhero movies that are gonna be just women, transgenders, or lesbian. It's gonna be all that. And then when that wave is over, and something else is
mhm.
gonna pop off in the next year or two, then they're gonna jump on that bandwagon, bro. I'm telling you and that's just the vibes these companies are on, bro. They don't care about people. They care about the dollar, bro. I mean, if they cared about anything about Black Lives Matter, they would have not fired Jonathan Majors. They would have left that brother on so he could make money to feed his family. There was no reason to fire him, bro. Yeah, all right, he had a run-in with his ex-girl, whatever. That has nothing to do with how good he plays a character, bro. It really don't. Because if that was the case, then they should have fired Downey Jr., Robert Downey Jr. a long time ago. Because he's been on that drug and crashing cars in the middle of the night shit. He's been doing that shit, and he got better. They gave him a second chance, but since Jonathan Majors is not white,
Mhm.
they ain't even let that verdict, the ink dry on the paper before they fired him.
There's a deal, bro. He was out.
Bro, yo, I don't even know how before they even newscasted, he was fired.
Hmm.
Like, come on, bro, that shit was uncalled for. Like, who don't have a spat with they other and it, everything's televised, bro. But you take shit out of content, yeah, it's gonna look crazy. But they could have left him on. They could have left him on, bro, and let him have his moment of comeback.
Yeah.
Now he's out here losing jobs left and right, because other studios are dropping him too now, and it's fucked up because it shouldn't be that way. But it only happens to you when you're that color, bro. Let's keep it all the way real. It only happens to you when you are black. I mean, look what's happening to Diddy. I mean, did he do it? Did he? I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. But De Leon, they parted ways for him. They bought him out. Ciroc parted ways with him. They bought him out. They don't want nothing to do with this cat no more.
They go revolt. He had to
Revoke
help
signed
file
them
for
off.
revolt.
Revoke
Yeah.
signed them off. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, It doesn't matter how powerful you are. These companies are going to let you go because you are no longer you're no longer there to get. They can't juice you no more. That's
Right.
it. He's done. I mean, it's happened time and time again. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, now Diddy. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm missing a bunch, but those are the ones that come off the top of my head. It doesn't matter when you're black, any color. If you're darker than the color who the guy who owns the place, you are easy to replace. That's just that, and that's what Disney did. You know what I'm saying? But then they like to do. They use the shows, like for instance, Echo is all Native American plot. They using all these Native American actors, and they using their stories, they using their culture. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, what do you even dig these people up from, bro? I'm like,
You
dang.
couldn't find a native to say. The only time I ever see them on TV is when they play Native Americans. Like, why? What? See, this is the shit I hate about Hollywood, bro. Like, a white person can play a Japanese person, a samurai. A white person can play a ninja, an Egyptian. A white person can play. I mean, this shit goes on and on. A white person can play a black person, but
yeah, Tropic Thunder.
A Native American can't play something else besides a Native American. A black person can't play something else besides a drug dealer or a crackhead. A Spanish person can't play something else besides a drug dealer or somebody who steals cars or a gang member. It's very few. There's very few people that can do these things, and only you can crawl out that box when you're famous, like super famous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't see those. I forgot the Mexican guy's name, but he's the older Mexican guy with the weird face. I forget his name, but he's an actor. But he always plays like a gangster in every. Danny, right, bro. He's a great actor,
Yeah,
I think.
I like him.
But
he
is. But he always plays kind of the same role all the time. You know what I'm saying? You never see him in something else. Even when he's playing a funny character, he's still playing like a cholo or right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the same. That's like all the time. Hollywood needs to ride a wave, bro. And right now, the gay, lesbian, transgender wave is popping. Women empowerment shit is popping. They know they're getting their money from all of this controversy and talking shit and all that. And that's it, bro. If another wave comes, but they literally, like, these movies are depicting shit that's happening in real time, literally, from the beginning to the end. The Black Panther, Black Lives Matter, the new Black Panther with the Mexicans coming out of the water, border patrolling, women empowerment, gay, lesbians, Black Panther, like Captain Marvel, like it's a wave, bro. Like, don't sleep. These companies are riding waves, bro. They're seeing what's creating a buzz and they're jumping on it. You know what I'm saying? And all the cultural shit they're stealing.
They're so ignorant to it that their attempt to include seems so stereotypical.
I mean, yeah, of course it's going to be stereotypical. You know why? Because you have these $1 million people sitting in these offices. They don't know nothing about what life is in the hood. They don't know nothing about none of that shit. They don't know nothing about Native Americans. They probably have to go hire somebody who's like a Native American specialist, to even write this shit.
This is what bothers me the most about this shit. Okay, you have, if I apply for a job, I know nothing about this job, they're not gonna hire me. Or let's say I have education on this job, but I don't have experience on this job, they're not gonna hire me. But when it comes to people, right? When it comes to, do you know these people? It's like white people listen to each other. What they have no knowledge or they have no experience in dealing with these people. So it's like, why don't you treat that situation the same way you do as if you was hiring for a job? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so white people get together and talk about black people as if they know black people, but they don't know black people. So how
Right.
do we get them to spend their money? How do we get black people to do this? How do we get black people to do that? And then they listen to each other. But you have no knowledge or experience dealing with black people. So go get a black person to do that.
Right.
So that's what I don't understand about all of this shit.
But
Because if I go apply for this job, I have no knowledge and no experience, I don't get the job.
right.
But if you have no knowledge and no experience with these people, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that sounds right. Like it's so weird.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like it makes no sense.
No, it don't. And you're right because it's true. But the problem is that even if they're, let's say it's a bunch of white folks in the building and they're like, yeah, let's hire a black guy. Or they go hire a black guy and the black guy helps them create this content. Guess what that black guy becomes now? He becomes the house guy because now he's working with all these white folks and he ain't bringing nobody up with him. Or they end up writing this movie or a show and there's one black guy telling them how everything is run.
Okay,
But
so you saying he's a sellout or no?
I don't think he's a sellout. I think he's trying to teach. But you know they never, bro. They're not gonna let groups of us in.
Got you. Okay, I see what you're saying. Because that was my next question.
They don't let groups of us in, bro. It doesn't matter where you're at, whether it's work, in a movie, bro. There's always gonna and this is just from my experience because whenever I say shit that just sounds crazy, is because I've been through it. So it's not a racist thing. It's not a I'm just talking shit thing. It's a real thing because I've been through shit and you know me. I see everything for what it is. And I worked at plenty of places. And no matter where I worked, okay, it was always me, Puerto Rican, all right? I'm light skinned, but I'm either, you ready for this? I'm either with the black and the dark side because that's where I fit in, because that's where I know. I was raised in Queens. I was born in the Bronx. Like, all I know is that. Mm-hmm. But I have white friends. Mm-hmm. Bro, the parts I have to play are different than probably you have to play because of my skin. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I'm light-skinned, bro, I don't vibe with everybody the same way because just energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not vibing with you because of this. But, like, I feel most comfortable when I'm around black folks. You know what I'm saying? Because I talk and I walk like them. You know what I'm saying? When I'm around white folks, I have to be careful what I say around them because, you know, I could come off maybe a little ignorant, maybe a little bit too hood. You know what I'm saying? So that determines how I get down with some people. Because I've been in places, and this is real shit. I've been at jobs. I'm not going to mention where, but I've been at one job. And I've spoken with people, white folks, and they will say wild shit around me because they think they can say that shit around me because I'm light skinned.
Damn.
Bro, I have to and don't get me wrong, I say something, but then it's almost to the point where I couldn't believe who said that, and then I look at them and I'm like, bro, you know you can't be saying shit like that around people, and then I'll just walk away because it's either I argue with them and then I get into some shit with them and then I end up fucking them up and I end up the one in trouble because you know it ain't gonna work in my way. Or I just let them know what's going on and walk away and with a cool head. You know what I'm saying? Because I've heard plenty of people say wild shit like that. And it's just sad because I don't know, man. It's just the world we live in people think it's just black and white. You know what I'm saying? but there's a lot of in between, bro. There's a lot of in between, man. You got religion, you got money, you got all this stuff that plays into it, bro. And
Classism,
right,
all
right,
kind of shit.
all kind of shit, dog, all kind of shit. So, I mean, that's a whole discussion for a different topic, bro. But back to this Echo shit. Good show. I like it.
Good show.
I hope they don't fuck it up.
And so far, the action in it is really, really good.
Yeah.
I like the setting of it. You know what I mean?
I just hope they don't fuck her up by giving her some, because I know she's starting to develop some kind of like inner ancestry powers every time she starts doing those weird flashbacks. So I just hope they don't make her OP and give her too much power. You know what I'm saying? Because she's fine fighting, and I know she got the bum leg, but I was thinking, because I know her uncle or that guy in the shop is making her a new leg, right? If they make her a new leg, that's like kind of like the way the Winter Soldier arm is made out of, or make it out of vibranium or some weird shit like that, or maybe some of the Captain America shield, where she can like have a gun or some kunais in that bitch, like RoboCop. That'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? That'd be cool. But if they're just gonna give her a leg and give her superpowers, and then she can start punching trains, it's kind of unoriginal. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, okay, that's great, because that's all they do now. They just give them a little bit of power, and everybody can punch a train. Like, how original is that? You know what I mean?
My thing about superheroes getting their powers is that they never have a training process, bro. It's like they get their powers and they automatically know how to do it.
Yeah, bro. It's dumb. I don't. That's what I'm saying. Lately, there's no build up. There's no nothing. It's like, yo, I got bit by a cockroach and I can climb walls, and I'm like, bro, like this. There's no original content anymore.
No.
It's like they're not even trying. It's almost like, yo, we need a new superhero. All right, what are we gonna do? We're gonna get this highlighter, and the girl's gonna put it in her mouth, and now she can glow in the dark at night, and she got a new power. Like, bro, that shit is not original, bro. I'm just sorry, not at all. So I'm just, you know, not for nothing. I kind of just paused on the superhero shit for a little while, and I really got back into playing video games again. So just to kind of just get away from the TV, technically I'm not getting away from the TV because I'm on my PSP, but you know what I'm saying. I'm getting away from the movies and shit, because I think like it's so much going on now, and it's like, yo, I'm so over this shit. Like the hype has died down. I think superhero movies are gonna end up kind of the way they were like before Iron Man, where it's just like you watch a superhero movie every 2-3 years and one of them might be good. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it's definitely these big corporations, man. It's like I love things before they become popular.
Yeah.
Right? Because when they're just like a little niche, it's like people do it for the love of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like before Marvel became what it is, the movies were good because it was a niche. Like everybody's not into superheroes. They know that.
Yeah.
So this movie is just for these people. And then once it became popular in pop culture, it was like, oh, everybody loves this stuff. Well, we're going to maximize our profit. So let's include these people. Let's include these people. These people. And it all turns to shit, man. It's like it's not good. Like
it's like it's not a genuine setup anymore. It's just like they're just forcing it down so they can just make the buck and run.
Even with video games. Like these microtransactions is killing everything, bro. Like there's no more. It's just not fun no more. Like I say, I remember the imagination that people used to put into the game.
Yeah.
Well, now if you create the game where they can build something, they'll play it. You know, give them a couple of skins here, a couple of skins there. No.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
now they want to come up with a good idea for a game, but
Yeah.
they're trying to figure out how many ways they can take some money out. Like, okay, we can make the game this good, but let's not give them all that. Let's take all that stuff out. We'll give them
Exactly.
this, and then we can add that later and be like, oh, here's a new thing. Here's a new thing. You could buy it. You could buy it. You could buy it. Yeah, I feel you on that. But
Yeah, man. It's,
I'm just, yeah, I'm just over the. I'm a before. All right, before we leave this shit, I'm gonna end it with this shit right here. I will be okay if they would just, for instance, made a Ghost Rider movie and it had nothing to do with anything else. Just Ghost Rider or just Fantastic Four. And I understand they want to merge everything together, but I think at this point, trying to bring everything here, and bring it here is just too much, because now you have to not only do you have to make the movie good, but now you have to figure out a way to connect it to something in a timeline that happened 15 movies ago. So I think that's what's happening with Marvel. I think that they're they just don't know how to merge everything in with everything. You know what I'm
so
saying?
you,
Like,
you think even what? Okay, so you had what phase we're on now?
shit. I
Phase
think
five.
5.
So you think even that they're trying to take five, four, three, two, and one and trying to merge them all in together in
Yeah,
a
yeah.
storyline?
That I think now that writers are having the issue because they can't just make a Ghost Rider movie anymore. Like, they just can't make a movie anymore. They have to make it connect to the universe around them now. So, for instance, if me and you were gonna go out and write this new, I don't know, let's just keep using Ghost Rider for it because he's the only one they haven't talked about in a while. Let's say we're gonna make this new Ghost Rider movie. Okay, well, it has to be good, one, and two, you have to connect it to our current universe. How are you gonna do that? So now we have to come up with a way. Okay, there's 15 years, almost 20 years of movies. We have to figure out how to put Ghost Rider in the mix. Because first of all, we never showed Ghost Rider in any of these movies. So where was he the whole time? So we have to come up with not only how he got his powers, but we also got to figure out where he fits in any of these timelines. Kind of like what they did with Venom. They made the
It
Venom
won't.
movie,
It won't work.
and now they had to fit him into a timeline during the blip where he gets taken away from his universe, and then the Spider-Man's come and all that other crazy shit. So that I think is a major issue when it comes down to writing these movies. I think they're having that issue because they have to come up with a clever scheme to sneak them into this timeline. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's time travel or he went to hell and he came out and it was 100 years late. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So we have to write a good movie about Ghost Rider. We have to give him an origin, or we have to give the customers an origin and how he became Ghost Rider, because it's been so long. A lot of people probably don't even know who he is. So now we have to write an origin. It has to be a good movie. It has to stand on its own, and we got to figure out a plot where he fits into everything else that happens.
The MCU.
Right. Because even if we write a good movie, and at the end of it, we got to come up with some way that he even fits into this, because that's what they're expecting now. If we just end it with him saving or leaving or doing something, and it doesn't go into the MCU, it's gonna be they're gonna hate it, because this is what we're accustomed. We wait to see these credits. It's just that's what it is, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, even if the credits don't make sense to people, they
So
want to see something.
so you're saying Marvel does, so you're saying Marvel they have to tie everything in to please the
Oh
viewers.
yeah, oh for sure. They have to tie
So if,
everything.
if they made a standalone Ghost Rider movie, you don't think people would like it?
I don't think people. I think if the movie is good and it's built well, I think people will like it. It'll be refreshing because it's different. And I think at this point, like like I said, Disney is just they're watering down all their stuff because they're trying to fit it in everywhere, and they're trying to appease to other people and other parties that don't necessarily care about this kind of cartoons or comic books and movies.
And I think that's the most frustrating part, because like they're trying to please these communities, and these communities don't care about this kind of content. And to
No,
the people that do care about it, it's like you're taking something that they love and you turn it into something terrible or
listen,
something that they can't relate to, and that sucks.
no, it does. Because look, all right, look what happened to the Miss Marvel movies. Nobody really went to go see it. Nobody supported it, but it pushed this it pushed their main fan base away. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows Miss Marvel was originally like it's a group of people. First it was a guy, then they switched it to a girl, and they were alright with that, whatever. But now everything is more on the left, and more lesbians, more gays. Like nobody wanted to go be a part of that anymore. But those people didn't go out and see it either. Maybe a handful of them, but it wasn't as strong as if it would have been just a standalone, just a straight Miss Marvel movie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. I'm not saying I don't support the characters. I just don't care for the dancing and the singing, and I'm not into all that, bro. I want to watch a superhero movie. I want to watch people get beat up. I don't want to watch
I think
two people fighting and then people be mad because somebody punched a girl in the face. She's a superhero. She's gonna get punched in the face. But God forbid she gets punched in the face, they want to cancel the movie tomorrow because she got punched in the face. But what do you expect?
I think they're missing the whole point of art, right? When people go to a movie or they listen to music or they watch a TV show or whatever, you're trying to escape your reality for 1 hour, 2 hours, however long the movie is. I want to get away from my reality. I want to get away from all of the politics. I want to get away from all of the clutter and whatever.
Absolutely.
I just want to exist in this fantasy for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. So when I go there thinking I'm going to escape this mess of the world that we live in, they take all of the things that you're trying to get away from and they just it's terrible, man.
Okay, listen. when you were young and you went to go watch a Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, or any of those great movies, karate, you came out the movie theater, Ninja Turtles, just all those movies, you came out the movie theater wanting to be like a Ninja Turtle, like Bruce Lee, like Jackie Chan. Bro, it doesn't matter. You wanted to be these guys I was punching and kicking shit. And the way out the movie theater, I was fucking kicking my boys. I would do that. I punch, like, that's what I wanted to do. When I got out and I was in the zone and I watched these movies, bro, even non-hero movies, like even when you watch like the first Fast and the Furious, you thought you were a car racer. You wanted to go and get in your car and race someone. When I watched Biker Boys, I wanted to go get a bike and go race. Like, those are the kind of movies that stimulated your mind and made you want to do something fun. Bro, when I go into a Marvel movie and I see people dancing and singing or doing some weird shit, I'm not coming out of the movie theater and be like, yo, I wanna be gay now. I wanna go fight supervillain chicks. Like, it doesn't give me the vibe where I want to go do anything they did on that fucking screen. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I will say for the first phase, because Iron Man 2, and Captain America: Winter Soldier, like those three, I came out of the movie theater. I was like, yo, what the fuck, yo? That was dope. That shit.
All right, yeah. Bro, after watching the first Captain America, I wanted to fucking make a Captain America shield so I can hang it up in my room. Like that was the kind of shit I wanted to do. When you get out of a movie and you're excited for the movie, bro. When I was a kid and I watched Ninja Turtles, I wanted to go buy nunchucks and start learning nunchucks. I wanted to boast that. I wanted all that. Like you understand,
Right.
if you watch a good movie and you want something after you get out the movie, if you want to learn karate, if you want to learn how to race, if you want to,
Hmm.
I don't know, go work out because fucking Thor had an 8-pack, that was the kind of shit. And I get like, for girl superheroes it's probably different. Like I can see like girls want to be Little Mermaid and shit like that, but now boys want to be Little Mermaids too. Like fine, but what I'm saying is those kind of movies that made you want to come out of the movie theater and fuck some shit up.
Right.
There's that energy does not exist anymore, bro. Like it's not there, bro. I don't know when the last time I went to a movie and I enjoyed it to the point where I was like, yo, this shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? There was
Yeah.
no, I haven't, it's been, I think the last movie I got excited for, it wasn't even Spider-Man because I already knew that shit was gonna be kind of boring. But like the last movie I like really enjoyed and I was like, yo, this shit was dope, was probably Endgame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, what's crazy is when these movies first came out, I didn't miss not one Marvel movie.
Yeah,
I'm
me
talking about
neither, bro.
from Iron Man all the way to Endgame.
Mm.
And I would even take my nephew with me. And we just go to the movies and watch these movies. But after that, man, it was just like I'll wait till it comes to Disney Plus.
Yeah, same. Now I won't go watch a Disney movie. I'll wait for it to come on Disney Plus. I don't even give a fuck. And for the most part I won't even watch it then because I'm like, this shit look kind of stupid, bro. Like I don't even want to watch this shit now. And then I got it here on my fucking TV. But yeah, I'm not excited for anything Disney's doing anymore. I used to be excited. I ain't gonna lie. I was excited for Marvel shit, but like the only thing I get excited for is like, I don't know, like if they, like for instance, I got excited when they announced the Daredevil shit. I got a little excited, but then I realized it's not on Netflix anymore. So I don't know if Netflix is what made it good. I don't know if Marvel's gonna continue that vibe. So hopefully they will, but I don't know, man. Like they just put too much Disney in it. You know what I'm saying? Like if Disney did, if I could just blame Marvel, I would. But I can't just blame Marvel because I don't think it's Marvel. I think it's more Disney influence than Marvel. Because I always try to separate them, but it's hard to do that when they own everything. But because you got to remember, the first 2-3 Iron Man movies weren't done by Disney.
If it wasn't,
No, they weren't. They weren't Disney movies yet. They were. I think Paramount was doing them. They weren't Disney movies. Remember, Disney didn't acquire Marvel on the first Iron Man movies. If I'm not mistaken, look back on that. I don't think Disney was in the realm yet.
I wasn't. I think they probably got acquired. Maybe Winter Soldier. Maybe.
Probably it was a little, way bit later, but remember the first couple Iron Man movies were not Disney movies, and they were good, man. I ain't gonna front, man. I think my favorite Iron Man movie, I like all of them, but my favorite one was probably when he fought Whiplash.
Yeah, Iron Man 2. Yeah,
that was a good. Yeah,
that fight scene in the valley with War Machine had the guns working,
bro. It was so good, bro. And then like I think my next favorite movie was Civil War when he fought with Cap at the end.
That's my favorite.
Bro, I watched that one over again with Adam because he was young when we watched it the first time, so he didn't remember it. So we ended up watching like all the Iron Mans again one night. We were watching Iron Man movies for like maybe 6 hours, bro. We were on that couch, bro. It was crazy. We watched Iron Man for a good couple hours. Like it was daytime and it was nighttime, like just that quick. And we watched 1, we watched 2, and I think we skipped 3, because that was when he fought the fake was it the Asian guy?
The Mandalorian, not Mandalorian. Man, what's the
Fuck.
God.
Yeah, I know you. You know who I'm talking about. The guy with the rings. Which if he would have fought him, the real version of him, I think it would have been cool. But he ended up fighting the fire guy. I didn't like that one that much. Where Pepper Pot turned it, she got in the iron.
That's Iron Man 3, right?
Yeah, that's Iron Man 3. We skipped that one because that one was whack, and we watched Civil War.
It's only 3 Iron Man, right?
Yeah, only 3. 3 Iron Man movies. Yeah. Then the rest of them are like Civil War, Cap. I think Civil War was Captain America's movie. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was Captain America.
Yeah. So, yeah, we ended up watching that.
To me, Civil War, that's my absolute favorite out of all of them.
Yeah, I think so too. I wish it would have been a little. I ain't gonna front. Civil War could have been just as big as Endgames if they would have stuck to the real story.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't know if you read the comic, but the real comic was way different, bro.
Everybody was.
Bro, that shit was so dope, man. And then the scrolls and all that shit, like the secret invasion.
From what I remember in the comic books, they came out with a just like in the movie, they came out where the superheroes had to register with S.H.I.E.L.D. And if you didn't register, you were considered a threat.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man wasn't on Iron Man's side; he was on the opposite side.
Yeah.
And Captain America actually ends up dying in that. Steve Rogers ended up dying in that. That conflict.
But the dope shit about that comic book is that it released like a main line of comic books, and then in between, they released side stories. I don't know if you, bro. Even those were good. They were like, so you had like, let's say Civil War was 1 to 10 in books. Like I think it was. I don't know how many comics were there. I don't know if it was 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. But let's say they had a 1 to 10 book. That was all about the Civil War. That was the main storyline. Mm-hmm. And then in between each of those comic books, Spider-Man had his own. Cap had it. Like they all had I don't know who exactly, but I know a couple of them had like their own little side stories. Like I don't know if Daredevil had his own. Like they all had their own little side stories.
Yeah.
Of what was going, what they were doing when they were in the mainline comic.
What was so dope to me, and which is why I feel like I'm gonna give the MCU their credit. They did a good job. I really like that movie. That's my favorite one of all. But it don't compare to the comic book at all, bro.
No, it don't.
You had like Luke Cage was in it, Wolverine was in it, Spider-Man was in it, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Black Widow, S.H.I.E.L.D. agents was everywhere, bro. Like this.
Yeah, and then don't forget the
X-Men was in
this. Yeah, you had all. I mean, and then the Skrull the Secret Invasion. I mean, I think it came a little bit after that, if I'm not mistaken. But that was good too.
So, did you read the Young Avengers?
I didn't, because I wasn't. I don't know, man. I'm not really into anything that has to do with young in it, like the team, like the Young Titans and shit like that. Like I don't know.
So what about DC? Now I'll say this about DC. DC can't make a live action movie to say they like.
But they got. But no, okay. So let me take something back. I like DC's animation stuff.
They
great. So I even watched Teen Titans Go with the kid, and it is the funniest shit ever. Beast Boy is my favorite.
Yeah.
But I didn't jump into the comic books is what I meant. You know what I'm saying? Like anything like Young Avengers and Young this and Young that, I never jump into. I know I should, but
I challenge you. I'm gonna give you a challenge, bro. DC animated movies are the best, bro.
Oh yeah.
God.
Hands down.
A animated series called Young Justice. Have you ever heard of it?
I have. I've seen it, and I attempted. Maybe I was gonna watch it, and I didn't. But is it a movie or is it a show?
it's a show. It's a TV series.
Okay, see, I
Uh,
haven't
the
watched it. No.
the first season of Young Justice, I'll say the first two seasons of Young Justice are amazing, bro. Like to me, if I was stuck on the island and I had to choose between the MCU, Samurai Jack, well, like it's just any type of animation period or any TV show, I'm choosing Young Justice to me because it's just the best.
That's a
It's
bold
like
statement, kid.
the story is good, the character is good. It's like they really capture every single character. It's like
Yeah.
you look at it, it's like, well, like why is Batman acting like that? Or why is men like Flash would never do that? It's like it's not that. It's like they capture these characters exactly the way you know them and love them.
Yeah.
What was so dope was in the story they fixed it where the young heroes had to be heroes because
Yeah.
they took like the major heroes off of Earth.
Yeah.
Like Batman wasn't there, Superman wasn't there, Green Lantern,
Yeah. So
Flash,
they
all
they
these.
couldn't rely on them on heavy.
Yeah, so they had to step up
Yeah,
and
and
be
that
heroes.
and that's what I'm
And it
saying.
was
Like
dope.
a lot of the time, DC will always handicap their young superheroes because Batman's always around, Superman's always around, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. They like these guys were always around. So like
Yeah,
Robin and none of them would get real
yeah.
notoriety because these guys were always around. Nobody,
Well, I
you know what
tell
I mean?
you this this series right here ain't that.
Okay.
Like Batman ain't there to save you.
Is live
Superman
action
ain't
or
there
is
to save you.
cartoon?
It's cartoon. It's animated.
Okay.
It's dope. It's dope as shit, bro.
Okay. See, I'll give that one a try then.
Yeah, I challenge you, man. Just watch that. I think you'll like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll do that. I will definitely do that. So I guess we'll end this shit on a good note then.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, listen. If there's anybody out there who wants to say anything, just write it down in the comments. Let us know. Any topics we'll cover up. We will definitely do that. Anything you want to get off your chest before we hang up this session?
Anybody that disagrees with what I said about Young Justice, I don't want you guys to
Fuck you, bitch.
I'm just saying.
All right. All right. Peace out, people.
Peace.